welcome to the Purposefully Clear podcast. In this podcast, we're going to be telling stories about direct application of tools, processes, systems that lead to validating outputs for students and teachers. Systems change, if you will, through culturally validating pedagogy and leadership. Come along for the clear journey. Excited you're here. In this episode, we're going to talk about the often hushed up things and the need for radical root level change. Really excited to be part of this with David. If you haven't heard, we are offering free CEU to new subscribers, so check that out. And if you want to learn more and go deeper with this and really be able to apply this in your learning and bring this type of stuff into your institution, reach out to us. The Clear Renewal works there. You've got Nan's contact. You can learn more about this course and many others. Thanks so much. Let's be purposefully clear together. Hey, if you've been watching the David Hyerle series, you know that this is the fifth. So for this below the surface, I'm just going to offer you the first 40 seconds or so of the conversation that was back on January 26th, just to give you an understanding of the context and the mental models that were happening below the surface. Homes. You know, I mean, let's be honest, the revolution's not going to be televised, but by God, it's going to be podcasted.
or it could be virtual.
Right? Or whatever.
We don't know.
Whatever it needs to be. Hey.
Yeah. The revolution will not be, that is one of the, Gil Scott-Heron, one of the all-time greats.
Right.
And he died on I think in a street in New York City.
Yeah.
Broke as hell.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on.
Milo's fine. Don't worry about Milo. He's fine. He's not ripping nothing up. I don't mind him. I need a dog in my life.
Jason.
This is the Purposefully Clear podcast. This is number 9, episode 5 of 6, with our guest, Dr. David Hyerle. The podcast is hosted by Dr. Rev Hillstrom at the Eldridge Estate on January 26th, 2026.
And that's the problem with the United States pedagogy right now, right? Is there's somehow we've entered this understanding that we train, right? And I'm down with training. Like There's a value in training,
Right. Yeah.
Like I train my dog to pee outside, right? Even when it's 25 below. She was out.
Yeah.
Pebbles was outside without an issue. She wasn't out long, but she was out.
She knows where the food is, too.
And she knows how to get it, right? I train,
You're right.
right? Reason to train.
Right.
I instruct, right? Meaning that I use a sequence of events and patterns that I want you to replicate so I can get the same outcome.
Right.
Replicate it. And there's some sophisticated processes that are connected to it that need some level of cognitive connection, right?
A lot. Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
I do instruct.
Right.
But I find myself so rarely teaching.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean by that is drawing out that which is already there. And my problem with current pedagogy is that it's denying that which is already there of the cognitive process
And the
that's
drawing out
connected
of
to
it.
a different language or worldview or epistemology and ontology. And you know my words, so you just threw them in, right?
Yeah.
Epistemology and ontology. And I'd like you to react to this, what I want to offer you. This is a new thought for me. All right?
Nice.
This is trying it on you, right?
Yeah.
What if epistemology, right, this way of knowing, and ontology, this way of structuring what we know, are legitimately two separate things, but like ingredients? And what if, when they're baked together at various ratios, they create something called a life way?
A life way?
Yeah.
Yeah. Say more about that.
Not a way to live, but this life force here, this human,
Yeah.
with its idiosyncrasies and cultural dynamics,
Yeah.
connects with this life way and this way of being.
With the structures as well.
And the cognitive processes, what I'm
Yeah.
suggesting, the
Yes.
linguistic processes, the cognitive processes that lead to spiritual identity, that lead to human worth,
Right.
purpose,
Right.
culture, differences,
Yeah.
diversity. What if these
Yeah.
life ways, and to the extent that this life force follows them, My point is, the reason people are dying here in Minnesota today is these lifeways aren't being honored. There's only one lifeway that matters pedagogically even anymore. Our kids are dying in our schools. I'm in Fresno, California, not personally right now, but my team will be there next week. I've been working in this community for 3 years. I don't think we've understood these cognitive lifeways. We're trying to norm a process that we're not quite sure is even going to maintain anymore, because what whiteness was a minute ago looks a hell of a lot different today than it did last week in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't have a person asking me, was surprised to see me for picking up soil today.
Yeah.
Okay? Because I was brown. And damn, I'm not even that brown.
Yeah. Well,
let's call it what it is.
Right. So in a lot of ways, I mean, I just think we are at a tremendous bridge right now, a transition point. I mean, you can call it a paradigm shift where everybody realizes things need to change. And by the way, I think technology is having a big say about what that might look like, which is problematic, and also the possibilities are great. Just how we communicate, just with this podcast or any other technology. So I think we're at this place where to honor different ways of being in the world, we have to be sort of unveil what we know. And Alan Watts, the translator of Zen Buddhism for Americans in the 60s or 70s, right. He taught. I forget which book it was, but he said there's a problem because there's the hushed up side of things that isn't talked about. So the norm, I think, what you're offering is sort of the hushed up side of thing that nobody wants to talk about, but it's very real, that we have to make some real radical changes. And I'm talking about root. I'm not talking about throwing everything up in the air. I'm talking about root changes in what we even think education is.
David's asking for radical root change in pedagogy. Manip's report, 2023, State of Students of Color American Indian Report, provides the research space for that radical root change called culturally validating pedagogy and leadership. I'm going to just read you a little bit from it. Page 4. Culturally validating pedagogy and leadership. What it does, CVPL validates each learner. It communicates that your identity is complete and that you can inform society. CVPL connects to the human purpose because it recognizes the worthiness and the wholeness of the learner in their full beauty as a racial, ethnic, and cultural person. Culturally validating pedagogy ratifies identity of students. You see, without needing to alter in any way, it grants official sanction for diversity in our educational systems, leading to the legitimacy of each person, each student, each teacher, each administrator, each colleague. This is the radical change we need. We've got research to prove it. This is the time, right now, as Billy would say, as Billy Annette would say, right now in her poem.
And your idea of teaching, just wanting to teach, which is an engagement, and it's a beautiful process. But like in Texas, they have a Bluebonnet curriculum, which is scripted.
Yeah.
Quite frightening. It's very strange.
No, it's just frightening.
Yeah. and the thing is, there's structures in there. So there's, that's an example of the what of education.
Right.
And if we can't get to the how, if we don't even have the open conversation, which I think, the clear model is about unveiling things and opening up and being responsive to different people and different ways of being and the content of their lives.
Hey, thanks for watching the podcast. Those of you interested and have heard, we are offering free CU for new subscribers. So if you're a new subscriber and would benefit from that, please check this out as part of our Clear Renewal work. There's a whole lot more to talk about down that path, and you can learn more by contacting Nan Ureko, because we have a whole suite of opportunities to continue to support you. I appreciate you. Thanks again. Wadu. Until we meet again.
Welcome back to the Producer's Corner. I'm Jason, if you don't know. And one of the things I want to talk about is I want to stop the hush. I want to normalize talking about race. You know, kids, my students, 5th and 6th graders, react when I tell them I'm a white person. Why? I am naming what I am. That tells you a little bit about me. I want to normalize talking about my culture, the way I have things, think about things, and do things. I want them to do the same. I'm modeling, right? Let's get this conversation going. Tell me how you thought about that. Why did you think about that way? The revolution isn't going to be one big event, but I think this podcast might help. Thanks for being here, and thanks for watching or listening. If you are watching, you're about to see the links, websites, emails, all around my head here. But if you are not watching this video, you'll get them at the end if you want them. The life way that we show our children, our students, shows them how to interact with their world in their way, with their life way, their frame of reference, their culture, their identity, their race. Thanks for watching. See you in the finale with Dr. David Hyerle. Get revved up.
Hey, nothing gets me revved up more than people expressing their voice. My sister throws this up there on Facebook the other day about a library. Absolutely. All great libraries should contain something that offends everybody. I'm all revved up, sis. Way to go.
Today's podcast is brought to you by Intercultural Innovations Incorporated. Director and producer is Dr. Rev Hillstrom. Producer and editor is Jason Eldridge, with graphics by Barbie Hillstrom and Nan Ureko. Original music by Ben Lockett, Jason Eldridge, and Dr. Rev Hillstrom. Intercultural Innovations Incorporated 2026. For any information, bright spots, or links from this episode, email jason.impacti3@gmail.com.